Diego's the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad mo tatang, lakad mo tatang!
Normally.
To look out for. That's a lot of damage just from the burrow strike. So I'm liking it. I'm liking it for sure. And TNC will go for the OD. Okay. That's actually a good response to the carry Monkey King. On that early blink, punish the OD a few times, make his life a living hell so that he is only a defensive hero. Febby comes to the high ground, he's gonna be taking some damage. Okay, that some damage will turn into a kill, and AT, we talked about him needing some damage. Skille will forfeit his life. It's not gonna be a first blood, so overall, he's not gonna be too mad about it. One hit from the Wisp, setting it up so that Young God can get his Stroke of Fate. Should secure the big creep for himself. Let's see. Yep, that's the case. So, the top lane with the pull, it's probably gonna be a bit passive, or is it? There's a fight going on, the Inkswell is there, and immediately they kill Febby. Young God, he wants a return kill, he might be getting it right now, but he's gonna be taking a ton of damage as well, so he needs to be somewhat careful. If he'd be quite okay, even turns around to poke Febby a bit. Oh, Febby, he doesn't have the... It doesn't have the tether. That is gonna pop. Are they gonna go for the kill? Febby's still alive. Not for long. Skille with the last auto attack gets the kill. 81. But people still haven't figured out the rotations that well. They go in with the Dust on the Storm. Immediate last signs. The Inkswell will be there. Yowie though, he'll get himself away. 80. The Dust will be expiring in half his duration. He has those infused range ups. He has some sticks, but he doesn't have enough life in the end to survive. That going towards Young PH, or are they? They go towards the Disruptor. He sends the Storm back. It doesn't mean that he's gonna be surviving. And now the Epicenter is coming through. Give me those supports. He sees Febby as well. The Burrow Strike not needed. Meteor Hammer not there just yet. Invoker gonna get hammered into the head either way. But the Pounding Strike very beautifully done. Yowie has enough mana to escape. But guess what, Bok? You don't have the mobility of a spirit. You'll get silenced and you'll get brought down with KSH. Astral into Meteor Hammer. You need to catch the SK. If you don't, he's immediately gonna stun you and you might even lose your life. OD makes his presence known. They don't have the Static Storm, but they have more than enough damage. The Wisp comes in as well. He has to be launched inside of the Static Storm. They lost their Disruptor, but who cares? If the tower falls down, it's not gonna be good. They use the Dust. Sand King in some trouble. They're gonna turn around on Storm, trying to kill him. Burrow Strike being used. Blink in a few seconds, not gonna be happening. Carlo with a Deafening Blast and the Boundless Strike, it's gonna be enough. And the Monkey wants more. Yowie goes to the side, you can't go to the low ground, gets stunned up. Storm, he goes a bit more, he's trying to move, but a cold snap. He can feel the cold. And Febby will get caught, I think. Ooh, just in the nick of time, gets himself away, but they're still chasing Yowie, waiting for Febby. He's like, I'll take down these trees for you, but the glimpse will be used, and the stun is there. Can they finish him off? No amount of save will come his way, and he doesn't even use the sticks. The mech without the Wisp, there's very little chance of them being brought out, and the Storm being caught. They have the Static Storm, but a nice disruption as well. Now the Wukong's command, the stun, the Storm is dead. There's no amount of saves that's gonna take him away from that 180 though. He dies to the Eclipse without the sun. The Sand King, there's not gonna be that much sand. The water starts running quite nicely, but the OD being caught. He uses the Astral aggressively, not defensively, because he gets destroyed. Carlo, he wants Young PH, nice sharpshooting skills, but it was easy to hit. And now Carlo going towards the trees with Febby coming over. A glimpse is there. Is it enough for them to kill Carlo? A few more hits, gonna be doing the trick. He plants a tree before he goes down, just to leave something in this world to remind him to do those things. KSH going for a push. Here comes the sharpshooter. Nicely done by AT. Gets a stun onto the OD. They go in immediately, and this OD should be going down. There's Zeus, but Monkey King is dead. This is what happens when you don't want to go for the BKB. Zoran will be going down. No amount of glimpses will stop them, and Young God shows off his BKB in full. Kid once again, no Eclipse for 30 seconds, so might be missing some damage. Oh, Bok, what was that? The reaction of a lifetime. He gets glimpsed back. He's gonna be dropping out a hammer, and Bok should be going down. The Wisp cannot save him, and now the sharpshooter connects. Skille in some trouble. He's already dead, and Young PH, you are next. Nice use from the Sand King. He's gonna be met with a Remnant. Who's this handsome devil? Is the Storm waiting for you? Young PH right beneath the sentry. You are not invisible here, my friend. We see you. Yangon will be going for a smoke. TNC, they should have one of their own. The Storm being caught. He has a BKB, but you still need to be able to use it, and he dies. There's the Maelstrom. The Maelstrom proc actually kills him. And now the Luna comes over. The Soulbind will be there. Nice Static Storm coming out from the Disruptor, but he's still gonna have to get himself away. Young God, he has a BKB. He still hasn't used it. They found the OD. but Yodi, he gets himself away. That is not a good thing. Actually, he gets saved by the IO. And now Yangon is left alone. Can they do enough damage? They slap that ass. But KSH just doesn't have enough to finish him off. He's gonna try to heal himself up. Oh, nice drone. Oh, young PH, the storm is coming. Get pulled in, get caught on that tree, and he is just dead. Young PH not even close to surviving. He would love to have a BKB, but he can't do it. And TNC, they should know that right now the enemies are not battle ready, especially with Invoker dead. But the AT going for it, he's going for it. They want this Luna, the Astral Imprisonment, nicely done. OD in some trouble, he could be dying here. The Static Storm is doing the damage, he uses the dust. No BKB on the Luna. What was Yangon thinking? The hammer gets dropped. KSH still going forward, he has a BKB. Fabi caught inside of the Static Storm. Luna standing their ground, and another Astral Imprisonment will keep him safe. Meanwhile, the Wukong's command being used. Yangon trying to get himself away, and Fabi will save him. That Ink Wall is not gonna connect on anyone, and Fabi, poor guy, he can't move the kinetic field. He's outside of it, but for some reason Gaben says no. Yangon and Fabi, they need to be very careful about what they're doing, and these are just illusions. KSH will deal with them easily. The Inkswell doesn't work on illusions that well, and they jump onto the young PH Invoker. He doesn't use the BKB. There it is, the BKB being used now, but the Scotty is not allowing him to move, and now the bounces are gonna be their skill. Like, he just stands next to him. He says, bounce off of me and kill my brother. And now AT in some trouble. The glimpse will be used, but it doesn't matter. Luna inside of the Static Storm. It's just not a storm. It's just a breeze for me. Use the BKB on Yangon. That's about it in terms of their cooldowns. And now the hammer being dropped on Grimstroke. He's way too smart for this OD. Your intelligence isn't that great, but the hammer's in your head. How about this int, my friend? And Yangon, he's the one that finishes him off with the Lucent Beam. TNC continuing to push their advantage, and now they see Zorain on their vision. As we said, TNC really good vision in this game. Zorain makes a kinetic field, but get latched to a tree. AT isn't in a smoke. Immediately they're gonna be jumping in. They think they're safe because there's two heroes on the bottom lane, but that's a wisp. They go in on AT. He has the Yules, he has the BKB going for the storm. The Astral will be there. Bok immediately used the BKB. The Sand King has been caught. Oh, nice BKB, my friend, but you still need to use it. The Static Storm doesn't do anything, and neither does the Wukong's command, because we're not gonna stay and fight you in it. Luna, though, he's gonna be losing the BKB right now, but without the Sand King, do they really have anything to relocate back? Even Fabi survives. KSH's loyal subjects will be leaving him, and the king is stranded. I praised them for a second. Okay, poor Zorain is gonna be going down, or will he? The Storm Spirit gets stunned up. He has the BKB. Oh, we uses it now. The Static Storm being used. Bok is gonna be okay. Wukong's command. Can they keep them inside of it? They've already lost their support. Kill the OD. Try to kill the OD. KSH is gonna be losing that BKB, and he uses the Astral. The OD will be okay. No more Wukong's command, or no one inside of it. Now with the Bushwhack, he's not taking that much damage, but young PH, he comes over, a nice tornado. Who cares? You're gonna feel the real storm. KSH stands his ground, but here comes the eclipse. The sun is out. Yangon, they don't see any more light. And they won't, because that light at the end of the tunnel, it's gonna be extinguished. And they're even planting trees. Nice seed being planted in their base. This is our farm now. TNC are literally farming. Yes, they can force the fight wherever they want. And if the enemies are in their base, they're not gonna be able to find an angle. Not gonna be able to find an angle to find the OD. And now Zorain is gonna be in some trouble. KSH, he would like to get himself away. Zorain, he has the glimpse. KSH, BKB TP out. The glimpse is gonna be used. Zorain will die. No glimmer capes, no drums. Will save him. He at least banged a very tough guy to kill. Then now Yangon goes forward. The tornado will be there. Wukong's command, if they use it right now, it's gonna be a tough one, because he still has the Aegis. They want to kill him before him. Satanic being used. Doesn't want to use the BKB. There's the Wukong's command. Luna stands her ground, but the Whiskey can't do so. He has to get himself away. And look at KSH without the BKB. That eclipse is destroying him. He doesn't have the buyback. They killed the Wisp. It's a small price to pay. 80. He wants to shake the earth, but the Luna illusion is trying to kill him. Oh, he didn't stun the Luna. If he did, maybe the illusion survives and actually does the damage. Meanwhile, young PH in some trouble. No dust on Yoi, and he doesn't have the mana either. Meanwhile, their axes are falling, but if they can kill this storm, nicely done there. He gets out of the kinetic field. The stun from AT, but where's the damage? That first spell from the Disruptor is actually doing the most of it. Nice tornado. Is it enough to kill the storm? No, but in the end he does die. That's Bushwhack being used. Storm immediately buys back. They don't want their young gods to die twice, and he's TPing immediately with the boots of travel, and the storm coming in. Oh, nice. Look at Young God now. He finally has a shard. He got it from the Roche. They're gonna jump on him. Oh, they force him in. No, he forces himself in. He says, fight me. Let's see how many of you does it take to kill a Luna. It takes all of you, and you still can't do anything. It takes all of you to survive. Young PH is dying there to the glaives. The Luna gets stunned up. He has the Satanic. He's gonna be using it there. Fighting his own illusion. It's not working too well. The Sunstrike, it's gonna hit. But Young God, he doesn't care. He is still in the service of the Priestess of the Moon, being afraid of the sun, its counterpart. It is not in his nature. The Monkey King will be back in 12 seconds. The Storm Spirit jumps in. He stops the initiation of the Sand King. They see everything during the night. They're going for the throne. They're not even fighting their opponents. They'll take away their head. They'll take away their home. They'll take away everything. The Astral into the Wisp is not going to be dying. Young Page with the BKB active. KSH uses the BKB in the Wukong's command. This is going to be enough. They can't kill the Luna. Young God uses the Force Staff there. It's going to be fine. And look at those seeds. The acorns going left and right. Monkeys, they don't like the acorns at all. And now he's dying to the Luna, who's fighting inside of the Wukong's command and still winning. 3 heroes down of Yangon, and it's GG. Time to raise the white flag and tap out because you have lost the game number 1 against TNC despite doing pretty much good in the most of this game. But TNC, they persisted. They used some mistakes that damage on the side of TNC. So I think that Yangon definitely need to capitalize on that. What are they gonna go for the TA? That is not a hero that capitalizes on it. And how is a TA gonna be the Medusa? Yes, you have these 4 going their way. And now Zorain gets spat on. He's gonna use the disruption, but the Ether Remnant is waiting for him, so they know exactly which one it is, and they're gonna give this one to Yowie. Those spokes, they're not gonna be hurting even one bit. Febby, does he want to be here? He misses the arrow. Now because of it, he's gonna be taking some damage. They do have the enchant. Febby needs to be very careful. The impetus, and Febby dies. Not the smartest move. There's 4 stake charges on the Mirana as well. He's baiting him in. He wants to hit the arrow. He's gonna be able to do it, and Febby this time around, he is the one that baits him in. Now in the top lane, the TA in some trouble. No refraction charges. KSH. Do you really want to be there? He uses the trap, but now he's going to be surrounded by 4 heroes. There's also a Ravage ready to dissimulate, and the arrow connect. They have the Ravage as well. If they want to use it, then they will. No reason to spare the expenses there. That's a carry hero of the enemies, and using the Ravage early on is quite important. Young Page, though, he'll find a return kill. You don't know that one, and now he has the knowledge to use that strength. The Exorcism gonna be expiring. He gets banished. There's the Soul Catcher, but he immediately gets healed up by the by his units. Yowie in some trouble. He uses the Spirit Siphon. 80 will immediately get away from that one. He doesn't want his Spirit taken away. He doesn't have any more Spirit Siphon. 21 charges, not gonna change anything. And Yangon, they get 2 kills. Febby, he was trying to... Tidehunter, Hood, did he go for a blink? Avatos, who's dead. Carlo actually survives. He's quite tanky, I have to say. Going for the Spirit Vessel has enough HP to survive, and the Avatos combo just not that strong. Carlo, though, gets ignited there. They're gonna use the Ravage. The arrow gonna be connecting onto the Brewmaster. Does he die? The answer will be yes. No! Zorain says, no, I'm gonna save you, buddy. Can he get the split off? Yes, he can. And the Death Prophet dies right in front of the Roche Pit. And finally, Bok. Now they're gonna turn on him. He's 0-6. He wants to be James Bond, but it all goes down to drain. If he dies right now, he's gonna be slowed down again by the trap. The Pandas are still chasing him. Bok is still surviving. They need KSH to do the damage. 80 on the other part of the map. He's gonna be getting 1 more kill, and here he gets 1 more as well, slapping the ground just yet. So probably Yangon will not be fighting unless this exorcism expires. KSH doesn't want to go in. She will be surviving towards the end of it, and once the spirits go back, Yo will be back to full HP. Now Bok goes in. He reduces the damage of the TA, but puts himself in a pretty bad spot. Avatos combo. They're trying to kill him. The impetus shots are hurting him, but in the end, they lost the Tiny. Now they're going to be losing the Aegis. The tower still hasn't fallen, so they have a place to rally around on. And now the Ether and KSH without the BKB, he is going to be dying. An arrow to the face. The disruption there in TNC. They're tipping their enemies because they know they made a mistake, and now they will be cleaned up. Febby has lost his life. Skiller will get himself away, but Yangon, they're all very afraid, will control their own parts of the map. Meanwhile, Young PH goes for the split push, and now they see that the Brewmaster is alone. Where's the disruption? It's gonna be there. He should be okay. There's the silence. The disruption doesn't come out because the Ravage comes out, and Zorain hesitating for a second. That's why he loses life. Maybe they're gonna use the dust, and he's gonna be caught. The Ether Remnant is there, and Young PH arrow to the face. They're gonna crush the mountain, turn him into rubble, or will they? He turns around, and nope, just becomes rubble fairly soon. that rock, leading the charge towards the enemy base. KSH, the double melt strike. Oh, they push him out. There's gonna be a lot of damage coming out from skill there. He gets disarmed there. Yangon doesn't have any more mana. Bok comes in, just blinks in. He doesn't use the Ravage. KSH responds with a BKB. Now he uses the Ravage. Not gonna be enough to survive. That's really good. This is a chase for TNC. Yangon, they need to go forward. They need to go right now. The BKB on the Medusa without the mana. He cannot fight now. The exorcism being used. The big boy is here. He lets out all of the spirits here and starts haunting them. These are not Caspers. These are very evil spirits, very strong. And the pandas are there. He's gonna split once more. 4 of them. 4 of me right now. He's going forward, but Yowie doesn't care. He's not taking any damage at all. They're gonna use the dust and 4 just much. This voice spirit, he just bought back once the resonant pulse is down. They're gonna try to kill him. Tossed up in the air. Oh, the Yule Scepter keeps him safe. A hit. Is it gonna come out? Yes, it will. KSH gets him down. And young god, he wants to exercise his rage for his fallen comrade. There's gonna be a snake flying towards Shadow Demon. He has been slowed down quite a lot, and now he's gonna be dying. He uses the demonic purge. I thought it was the demonic cleanse he was using on himself, but no shard just yet. Actually, the demonic cleanse would be forward. They want to force out the fight right now. The Ravage will be coming out on 25. The Exorcism as well. Yangon, they should go in right now. Carlo in some trouble. He doesn't have a buyback. Carlo is dead. What were they thinking, TNC? Now the chase will be on. They're in a pretty bad scenario. It's gonna be a 5 versus 4 if the Shadow Demon joins the fight. Yangon waiting there. He has the ulti. Now Tiny will be going in. Uses the toss. Has the BKB. Another toss comes out, and the Stone Gaze will be slowing them down. Young PH is looking very much dead with the slows. He will be dying in no time. And Young God gets the kill. Meanwhile, they're killing Bok. They'll get him down. He uses the Ravage. It doesn't do much. Disruption was used. They're trying to go for Young God, but they can't do anything. It will be lifted up in the air. And Yowie, his spirits are doing so much. He still has the BKB. Will be disarming the TA, so she cannot attack. Skill A comes over. He wants to kill Yowie. Not gonna be happening, my friend. The Spirit Siphon is fearing everyone. Oh, he actually doesn't have the shard. Brewmaster, he's just a scaredy cat. He's gonna have the ulti in a second after the Science Sense, and he goes for the split. This is not looking that great for TNC. Yowie in a bit of trouble. His spirits are not gonna be coming anytime soon, but the disarm! You're not gonna be attacking me without your weapons. Does he have the Spirit Siphon? No. The Mouth Strike, he misses! He misses Yowie, though. This time around, he's not gonna be missing in the Medusa illusions. They're destroying these pandas. He's up in the Cyclone. There's gonna be a rock flying towards his head. Now the arrow being used. It's not gonna connect on anyone. KSA trying to fight here. Young God not winning this one. He doesn't have the stick charges. He doesn't have anything to save his mana, but still with Fabi, he's gonna be winning the fight. 80, can he slap him to death? He's trying to get her drunk. What a nasty guy. What a creep. 80, though, he gets the kill in the end. Now we'll try to survive. The arrow doesn't connect. He'll heal himself up a bit, and maybe he can even turn around on Fabi. Fabi has 4 braces. Network chart, almost 30,000 net worth. Let's see what he can do with it. The glyph being used now. Can they get anything more? They're gonna jump in onto the Brewmaster. Can they finish him off with the double Ravage? He should be more than capable to do so. He doesn't have the buyback. Without him, they can't fight, and they have no TA. Where's the damage gonna come from? Bok finally finds the initiation he was looking for, and they get the kill. Shadow Demon, no way you're getting out of this one alive, and Carlo, he continues to go forward. Young PH, he is really mad, but you being mad won't change a damn thing, because TNC have overtaken your base once again, and Skill A feared away from his fountain. That's not the way that you want to run to, and he'll go back in it anyways. Cold-blooded, the snakes are hunting him, and Ravage? I don't know what that was, but either way, they'll leave him alive. You know, Bambi will suffer the same fate first.
Right.